Alright. I am in. I am Bones, and I'm here with Kevin of the Magus Edge.
Hello.
We are 5 minutes into the game. We just joined this game, seeing that Voyboy was playing Ezreal, and thought we should pick it up. I'm having a little trouble with my mouse right now.
Just throw it on directed. Press D.
Yeah, alright.
Garrett's going to be doing the majority of the talking, at least to begin with, because I'm like really hungry and I'm going to be eating, so hopefully that won't be picked up by the mic. So, Garrett, take it away.
Alright. So, let's see what we've missed. We got Singed up top. He's probably going to be building a Philosopher's Stone out of that regrowth pendant. Alright, so it seems like we got a gank going up top. They're waiting for Singed. We have the initiate on Kennen. Kennen gets the stun off. Singed actually goes past the turret and will retreat through the enemy jungle. Although this is a good decision by him in trying to elude the enemy, they're all converging on his position, and it's only getting worse. I think he's going to try and commit suicide, but Kennen is going to get there, and he's going to get the ignite and get the kill on Singed. It was a good attempt by Singed to try and run away, but when you've got a jungle, top lane, and mid lane all converging onto your position, and just, guessing and checking on brushes, it's going to be very difficult to get away from them, and unfortunately for Singed, he was not able to get away. And we see now that Nocturne is going to cover top lane in Singed's absence, but he's going to leave now, knowing that Singed is up. Yeah, looking at Singed's gold, he only has 60, so he was not able to purchase his regrowth pendant or whatever it is that he is looking to buy from that our Philosopher's Stone out of that regrowth pendant. We see another gank going down. We have the flash headbutt pulverized by Alistar, and nice pickup by Twisted Fate and Alistar. Alright, so Alistar will be getting the blue. I think he was trying to get that initially for TF, but TF gave it up. So, gank going down bot. Unfortunately, I only got to the tail end of it, saw that Twisted Fate got that kill on Ezreal, so Voyboy, with Trist. Unfortunately, TF died due to Ezreal. I believe he used his ignite, and yeah, took down TF before eventually getting downed by Trist. We have another gank going up top. We got headbutt pulverized by Alistar. I don't think Singed is going to be able to get out of this one yet with the stun by Kennen. He should be going down. It is taking them quite a while, I think. Yep, that's going to be it. So, nice job. A lot of ganks going down by Alistar up top, just shutting down that Singed. Singed has about 500 gold now, so he's really not farming his lane as much as he should be from all these ganks. Singed just bought a Fairy Charm, so he's definitely going in that Philosopher's Stone. He should be purchasing it. Yep, he just got it, and a ward and 3 health pots. So Singed is pretty much knows that Alistar's just going to keep ganking that lane, and got that Sight Ward just for protection, but also the health potions, just because he knows that he's probably going to have a little bit of a difficult time trying to go against this Kennen now that Kennen has gotten those kills off on him. We see a little poke going down bot. Unfortunately for Trist and Janna, they do not have a sustain lane, so taking that damage is very bad for them. They're going to have to back, or they're going to need a gank from a jungler soon. What's really nice about having that Soraka is, as we all know, she's one of the best supports to have for your carry, due to the fact that even if you and the enemy carry go even, you win because you have that Soraka heal and that Soraka sustain. Alright, we have another gank going down bot with Alistar. Headbutt Pulverize goes down, but Nocturne comes in and is able to kill Twisted Fate. It is now between Alistar and Nocturne. I don't think Alistar has what it takes to kill this Nocturne, so I think they're just gonna go back to CSing and try to go their separate ways. But Alistar actually Headbutt Pulverizes, keeps Nocturne from running away, but Nocturne gets the fear down, he'll get away, and he will be safe. I did not see what happened bot, but I'm going to assume that due to the fact that they have that Soraka, they were able to just, keep Ezreal up and, keep his health up, and then they just turret dived once they knew that the enemy was at low health. And, with Ezreal's built-in flash, he was just able to get in and out of there very quickly, taking down Tristana. We see some pings going down top. Alistar wants to gank again. Singed, he had a sight ward, but it is now down. I don't see it anywhere. Oh, he actually put it down pretty low down on the map, and because of it was not able to ward the Tri-Brush, allowing that Alistar gank once again. We're seeing a lot of activity with these ganks. Alistar is roaming very, very well. Has ganked top 3 times, has ganked mid 2 times, and we've seen Twisted Fate come down and gank bot perhaps 1 or 2 times already, and Twisted Fate is down there again, waiting for that Janna support to come in before he'll back and eventually get back to mid. Fortunately, he does have Alistar to come and cover for him. Seeing as it is that Ezreal is not in bottom lane, Janna and Trist are going to push this advantage and probably take this turret. They do have a ward in river. Well, they just did. It just went down. So they did have vision. Now they don't, but with the minions pushing, they know that they have to back off this turret. But that turret has 55 health, so pretty much just one auto attack from Trist will do it, and they can pretty much do that at any time. So we'll probably see Ezreal try and CS a little bit, but once that minion wave starts pushing, he'll just retreat behind his turret and just let it be taken down, because there's really nothing he can do. We see another gank coming down mid, but Nocturne is coming in to intercept the counter gank. Nocturne goes straight after TF, getting, I believe he has his exhaust. Got the exhaust down on Twisted Fate. Is just keep focusing, and the Duskbringer brings down Twisted Fate. Very nice counter gank by Nocturne. Soraka is coming in. I think Nocturne wants to get the sphere off of Alistar, trying to get him away from that turret, trying to give his team a little bit more time to DPS, but he is not going to be able to get that Alistar. We have Singed also coming down, along with Kennen, to come help in this fight. Unfortunately for Kennen and Alistar, they cannot do anything. This is a 4v2, and if they were to get aggressive, which they do, might spell disaster. We see the Kennen ult goes down. Unfortunately, they did not get the stun off of Kaz, but Kaz trying to juke gets herself in a bad position from Alistar and gets downed. Alright, we have Triss coming in now from bot. She's coming down. Are they going to be able to get this Soraka? Twisted Fate ults in, lays down the stun, lays down his wild cards, and is able to pick up the kill. Trist now getting flipped over by Singed was actually counterproductive, and Singed actually helped Singed actually helped in that kill. So now blue team is going Dragon. The only person that purple team has to defend it with is Ezreal. Unfortunately, this is a 1v5, and if he were to get into a fight, which he does, he'll have a tough time, but he is able to take down Trist with the Ignite, but will fall to Twisted Fate due to Twisted Fate's burst. And despite the fact that it looked like only Trist and Twisted Fate got that kill, it seems that Alistar and Janna both got credit for the assist. We see the ult coming down on bot. Nocturne is going to easily secure this kill. Very nice job by Nocturne to get the out of position TF and using that ult. Singed now knows that Dragon is down, just so that when Dragon comes back up, they will see that on their minimap and know exactly when he's back up. I'm not entirely sure if Purple Team has a timer on that. They probably don't due to the fact that Ezreal was backed by the ramp near blue buff, but now at least they'll know when it comes up on the mini-map so that they can react perhaps more quickly than they would before if they had not. Alright, so looking at the CS, we see that Singed, due to those ganks, is actually about only 10 CS behind Kennen. I mean, normally we'd see a much greater difference due to the fact that Kennen had those ganks. Oh, but we see a gank going down mid. We have the headbutt pulverized. I believe there was a stun in there, but Singed is going to be able to get out of there, and he will just use his ult to help regen all that health. But going back to what I was saying, it seems that there's been a lot of team fightings going on in this game, and due to that fact, teams have actually not been able to get very good CS. As we can see, Trist only has 86 CS, and we're coming up pretty much on the 16-minute mark. Normally around 20 minutes we see AD carries have, you know, high 100s, so around, you know, 170. Around that point, we're actually saying that they have half of that CS at the 16-minute mark. So this is going to be a very low CS scoring game, but with all these kills, they're getting all the money that they need. Alright, we see a gank going down mid from Alistar. Very, very nice. All he really needed to do was exactly what he did. He ulted, so he was taking, you know, 70% damage from that turret. Just came up from behind Cass, headbutted her into her team, pulverized. Very easy gank. And that was a very, very nice kill by blue team. We see Ezreal coming. I wonder what his plan is. It is 1v4. And Twisted Fate knows where he's going. Twisted Fate will get the stun and the slow coming off by Trist. Nocturne comes in. It's still a 2v4, so Nocturne is still... They're still outnumbered. Voyboy is running away, but will he be able to get away from Trist? He does not get away from Alistar, and I feel Nocturne, if he does not Dustbringer his way out of here, will fall due to Janna slow, and then perhaps to Janna knock up and Trist slow. Yep, exactly. So we had the slow coming down on Janna, and then the slow right after Janna slow is done by Trist, and then the knock up just to ensure that he was not going to get away. Very nice job.
This seemed like a fairly one-sided game. A lot of the team fights are just very well coordinated by blue, and it's just seeming that purple doesn't really have an answer for top lane Kennen or roaming Alistar.
Absolutely. I mean, this Alistar, I'm sure you've been watching, and he's just been all over the place. He ganked top 3 times, and every time resulting in a kill. He ganked mid and got Cassiopeia underneath her turret using his ultimate. He's just doing so well right now, and that CC in teamfights is proving to be very nice. Also, we've seen some mistakes going down on Purple Team where they've gone into situations where they've been outnumbered, like that Nocturne ult just now where it was a 2v4, just trying to pick up 1 or 2 kills.
Yeah, ward placement. Purple Team is very defensive with their wards. If you press V, you can see the different teams' visions. And all of the wards for both teams are in Purple Team's jungle. Oh, we just got some Baron wards. And Blue Team is pinging that.
Yes, they very much want to take Baron. I mean, they've taken down all Purple Team's front turrets, so that alone deters Purple Team from wanting to go too far out from their jungle. And that's why also we have very good offensive wards, because... Alright, well, I'm going to stop talking. Very nice job on the Singe. We got the stun. We then have the TF ult, but unfortunately I think Cassiopeia is going to get away. So yeah. Alright, well, we have an initiate on Nocturne. Yeah.
That was craziness.
People are flashing all over the place trying to escape, but once again I think Nocturne picked a fight where he couldn't win. I think that he went in there and perhaps I think it was 2v3, and then eventually blue team just came back in, and then using that Alistair CC and the Janna CC and just all the CC on blue team, they were just able to pick up those kills.
Part of the problem is purple team DPS is just dying so fast to the burst. Singe getting killed under his turret here by good CC from Alistar as well as Twisted Fate, so that was well picked up. I just don't see how purple can really pull this off. I mean, the score, they're only 8,000 gold down, but it just feels like it's so much more. Now, that being said, they are still farming relatively well, all things considered.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's hurting them very much in team fights is if you look at purple team's team comp, the real only CC that you see is coming from that cast ult and Singed Fling. Besides that, Nocturne really isn't going to be doing all that much CC besides perhaps a little fear here and there, and Soraka only has her silence. Whereas if you look at the other team, you have TF stun, Kennen stun, Janna knockup, Janna slow, Janna knockback, Trist, knockback ult, slow, Alistair, knockup, headbutt. I mean, that team, every single person on that team has at least one form of CC.
Free dragon for blue. That marker will be...
Yeah, they got that earlier, and so they had the timer on it. Alright, so right now we see no wards on the map. We have no wards on blue team. And we have only the 4 wards on Soraka.
Blue team's just gonna go get this Baron.
Blue team knows that the ward went down due to the Alistar's Oracle, but this Soraka's just gonna keep laying them down, trying to get that vision on Baron and seeing if they can try and steal it. Unfortunately, as soon as she's putting down these wards, blue team is destroying them. Yep, and blue team gets the Baron pretty much uncontested. I mean, purple team did show presence, but they didn't do anything. Very nice juke by Voyboy, but if they have a Shurelya's or anything on the blue team, they will easily be able to catch up to him. This initiate for me is very interesting, seeing that purple team does not have Baron buff and blue team does, and blue team being a very much stronger. So yeah, as we're seeing this, we have all the CC coming down, and there's really nothing purple team can do about it.
That being said, Voyboy is kiting Tristana pretty well here, but he ran into the rest of the team.
Yes, unfortunately, I think he's going to get down by the rest of the team. Nice pickup on Trist, though.
The number of skill shots
he was using that flash.
Yeah, the number of skill shots he hit on that Tristana is pretty impressive. That was very well played by Voyboy.
I'm still questioning as to why Nocturne decided to initiate when he did. I would assume that if he was going to initiate, a better time would have been when they were at least underneath the tower, or, you know, somewhere closer in the base, so that purple team would have a better advantage. But we see the Alistair getting caught out. Nocturne and Cassiopeia are very fast due to the Duskbringer on Nocturne and also the movement Q on Cass. So they were able to very much catch up to that Alistair.
That was not a very good ult there by the Cass, unfortunately. Nobody was actually looking at her, so she just slowed 2 champions.
Alright, well, we have a little skirmish going bot, but the CC slows Cassiopeia enough so that they can pick her up.
Nocturne gets picked up by Trist and Kennen, I'm sorry.
Kennen saved his ult, waiting until the precise moment to get as many people as he could. Then Shirelia's, and then with the knockup, they secured that kill on Soraka.
Pretty sure
and
that's
with
going to lead to
Voyboy left
GG.
alone. Yeah, and with Voyboy left alone, Trist was just able to close the distance and kill him before he could get that Ezreal built-in flash off. Seeing the timers, I think they might only be able to get perhaps a turret and an inhib, and then they might switch over to bot.
Yeah, there's decent sized
that or top, whichever one they decide.
Yeah, they're gonna snake this inhib.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, even if
they now
lose
know that
Alistar
the
here,
enemy team is
okay.
up. We have the Nocturne initiate once again, outnumbered 4v3.
That was a good ult in by TF.
Very nice stun and CC chain by TF and Alistar. The Shirelias goes off. They will catch out this Soraka, and I think Singed is just going to run for his life down this bot lane. Blue team, I'm surprised, is taking the bait, and TF will use his gold card and wild cards to pick up the Singed kill. With all lanes pushing, this is a grim situation for purple team.
Yeah, I think this is going to pretty much be the end here, even though some of purple is going to respawn. It's just blue is so much better. Farmed. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. You can just look at the money count, you can look at the tower count, or you can just look at the kill count, and it's all a very, very clear indication of just how well this blue team has been playing.
Yeah, the highest gold total for blue team is TF at 12,000, and the highest for purple is Voyboy at 9,000. So I mean, right there, your highest have a 3,000 gold discrepancy. It's pretty rough to compensate for. 2 inhibs down for purple team, so that all of the lanes are just going to be pushing very hard. As you can see, blue minions are already smacking that top turret. 1 Nexus turret down. So even though 2 members of blue are dead and have been dead for a little bit, I mean, all that's really allowed purple to do is farm the forest a little bit and get bot lane pushing, but that's just going to push right back with those 2 inhibs down.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, they're just pushing out these lanes right now due to the fact that they want to get these lanes pushed as far as they can before those super minions spawn. Unfortunately, the super minions are already down mid, and it's going to start taking their entire team, or at least a majority of their team, trying to take down these super minions mid and bot, which will eventually allow top to push. And I feel blue team is going to take that advantage and try and push top as all the other lanes push passively.
It looks like they're sending 4 stacks top and then Kennen down to bot. Oh, nope, never mind. Kennen decided that he's going to go try and kill that Cassiopeia. That strikes me as not a bad idea.
Oh, no, absolutely not. When you have TF coming in with his ult, laying down the gold card, and then Alistar with the follow-up, I mean, how can you go wrong?
Indeed. What is that Alistar build?
Oh, we have a Soraka caught out with the red buff on Trish. She was able to slow her and then slow her further using her jump, securing that kill. And I think they're just gonna, blue team is just gonna keep pushing down mid and not care about top. They're just gonna take down these turrets and try and win the game right here.
Nocturne ults on to Triss, and he in turn gets ulted back into the Nexus. Pretty easy pickup there for blue. And last Nexus turret down, that will be GG. Well played by blue team.
Victory!
I definitely feel like the Roam Alistar with the ulting TF was more or less the story of that match. As even though Voyboy did pick up 10 kills, that's just so much to have to make up for when your top lane loses that hard, when your jungler, even though he's ganking, he's just not getting as many assists and kills as the opposing jungle. So very well played by the roaming Alistar.